What's up, guys? It is 11 o'clock. I already took my L on sneakers. I'm running a little late, so sorry about that. Sorry about the late start. Looks like I'm going to be third in line. Couldn't bring Meg this time. She had to work. I somehow finessed my way out of that today. And at least I have a friend out here, though. The other guy, not too fond of him, but yeah, it's only an hour. I'll do my best. I'll see y'all later. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Spin Sanity, with the Soul Sanity Sneaker Podcast. Today I'm going to be doing a sneaker review on the Nike Protro Kobe Soft Yellow that did release, Kobe AF1, that did release today, June. Today is the 24th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 24th. Yeah. June the 24th, Tuesday. I'm in a great mood because I didn't have to go to work today. If you can't tell, I had and obviously I had a good day. I did not hit on sneakers, obviously. This has been kind of the track record for me lately. Sneakers is not coming through for me unless it's like a big release. Like I hit on sneakers on the grapes for my brother, but outside of small things like that, like I'm not getting no dubs out here on anything substantial. Not even like these aren't going for too much right now, but I mean it was enough to bring some resellers out there to my local social status. And before I get started, I do want to give a shout out to Channing for making my stand in line out there a lot more bearable. It's always good talking to you. And shout out to Eli, local reseller, who, if you watched the first part of this video, I was not excited because we don't really talk or anything like that, but I'm not a huge fan of what resellers do. But today, you saved a little bit of your soul, Eli, so I appreciate you today. I walked in. I was third in line behind Channing and Eli, and I walked in and I said, hey, can I get a 10? And they said 10 was already gone, so Eli had got the 10, so I was almost going to have to get a 10.5, but Eli said, oh, you need that 10, and we swapped it right there. So I appreciate you for that. Good looking out. I'm sure my brother Rich will appreciate this. He is part of the Soul Sandy Sneaker Podcast, and he's a loyal supporter and member of our group. And so he will be getting this pair for retail, as always. So as soon as we get to 500 subscribers, I will be able to open up this privilege to you guys as well, and make sure you guys are able to get access to retail pairs of things that you're looking for on a weekly basis. This is the Kobe Air Force 1 Soft Yellow Protro. Comes in this nice white reptilian snakeskin box with the Kobe signature on it. Let's see what the total was. $162.27, including my $2 social status shopping bag, which I have about 1 million of at this point. Oh. Shout out to Jason Marks, man. Shout out to our sponsor of this video, Jason Marks. And I thought, why not bring this out here today? Because look, just wait. Y'all not seeing the vision yet. Y'all see the vision yet? Y'all don't see the vision. All right, so let's get right into the shoes. First impression, these are brighter than I thought they were going to be. All the pictures online make these look really pale, which they still are a pale yellow, soft yellow. However, it is definitely brighter than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why my laces are untied, but, whatever. Somebody might try these on. It is what it is. I understand. These are not going to fit like standard Air Force Ones, so I understand if anybody up there had to, do what you got to do. So let's start with the outsole. So what's the name of this? Purple. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't tell us. It says soft yellow. So we're gonna call it hydrangeas is what the Nike purple has been lately. So first, let's start with the outsole. You do have the Nike sheath logos. The Kobe logo signature, replacing the stars that would normally be here on the Air Force One. On the bottom of this outsole, we do have I hope this focuses. If not, I'll take a video. Snakeskin on the outer part of these circles. I don't even know what I would call this. The traction. It's usually just flat, I'm pretty sure. And then right here, we do have the dates of Kobe's 5 championships, his 3-peat, and then his back-to-back. So that's pretty cool. You know, cool details. Obviously, if we're gonna pay $155 for an Air Force One, it's got, well, $150 for an Air Force One. We gotta have some quality to it. So I'm with them there on that. We got the Kobe signature logo on the outsole, which matches on the midsole, I guess, which matches the white box. We do have a hang tag in here, which is also like a informational booklet. So we got it's got snakeskin on it as well, and it's got a little bit of information regarding the Protro aspect of this, which Protro just means performance retro for anybody that doesn't know already. Let's go ahead and read it off. Classic design plus modern day technology. An understanding of how to create something new. You don't create something new out of thin air. You do it by building on things that were and learning. Shouldn't there be a comma there? And learning the history of how we got to this point. ... So we can create something better for the future. That is really important for us athletes. If you want to be a great athlete, that study the greats that came before you and build your game accordingly. Kobe Bryant. So, and it's got this little iridescent booklet that shows off some of the technology inside of the shoe. You know, talking about the premium materials and things like that. We'll get to the inside of the shoe in a minute. So, obviously on the back, replacing that Nike Air, we do have two stitched number 8, which is what he was wearing at the time when the famous photo was taken. I'm gonna get to that in a minute as well. These laces are also about that famous photo. The famous photo of him in 1999 preseason when he broke his hand, broke his right hand, his shooting hand, is actually pictured on the insole of these sneakers, which I think is a really cool, super cool aspect. And it's kind of funny when you think about it, because this picture could have been so much higher up on the insole. Like, there's a lot of negative black space at the top. However, you have to realize that he was wearing Adidas at this time. So they wanted to crop that out, obviously. But, like, you know, we could have got a lot more pajama in there and still cropped out the Adidas shoes that he was wearing at the time. But we got a really thick React foam insole here with a visible air unit here. Not visible to the outside like an Air Max, but we do have a air unit here. And then we got the React foam. Super thick insole, Rich. I hope you can fit this 10. This is huge. It's obviously got snakeskin on it on the insole, and then the Sheath logo on the back as well. Pretty cool insoles. I'm not gonna try and put those back in at this time because that's just gonna be OD. So, obviously these laces are supposed to be a reference to that pajama picture. He was shooting, I can never remember the number, but I guess he shot 100,000 shots over the course of like trying to get his form back because he came back and he wasn't shooting right. But he did go on to win a three-peat like directly after this, like starting the season that this happened. It sucks that this is probably why a lot of players don't play in preseason, but yeah, he did injure himself in preseason, which sucks for him and the team. As well as the pajama laces, you do have 2 extra sets of pastel, pale yellow, and hydrangeous, whatever we're going to call this purple, Jason Marks purple. So I doubt anybody's going to be switching to these because this is kind of I don't want to call it a gimmick, but this is kind of the allure of the shoe, is the pajama laces. So that's pretty cool. Let's put these to the side for now. We do have leather inside, leather lining, which is not unlike some of the other Air Force Ones that we've seen lately, specifically the Yachties. And I think, do the Off-Whites come with this? I think they do. I don't own a pair of the Off-White, so I can't say that. Somebody said that this was the best Air Force One that's going to come out this year, including the Off-White and the Yachties. I don't know how I feel about that statement, but you guys let me know what you guys think down below. What is the best Air Force One of 2025? Even if it hasn't been released yet, it just has to have been confirmed. So I do believe there's more Kobe Forces coming out as well, so keep that in mind when you make your statements. We do have the tongue tab is a muted matte purple. All of the details on it are purple. That's kind of cool. You know, you don't want to draw too much. The attention is supposed to be to the laces, really. Like, everything else is really pale and isn't supposed to draw a lot of attention. So I like that all of the aspects of it are either yellow or this pale. We do have a purple under trim that is seems a little bit brighter than this. That goes under the swoosh and under the details of all of the upper. So I really like that part. It's probably my favorite part of this shoe. I think that looks really good. All right. And just because I want to be able to tell everybody what size to go if you guys are going to be purchasing these for resale, I am going to try your shoe on, Rich. I really hope that's okay, but I'm not even going to, I'm not going to mess it up. You know, I'm not going to mess it up. So I'm going to try on the left shoe just to see, because this thing is huge. So this is a size 10. Be very delicate, though. I got you. So, yeah, I think you might be okay with this, Rich, but you probably would have wanted a 10.5, but I don't think either of us knew that I think we thought it was a Zoom, not a React, and I don't think either one of us knew that it was going to come with this thick React insole. So everybody that is saying go a half size down, I would honestly go true to size, guys, if you can, if you're able. Obviously, if there's a huge price discrepancy, you might be able to still get away with a half size down, but just know that this insole takes up a lot of that shoe. So sizing on these, not a half size down, I would go true to size. So, but you guys order at your own discretion. And that's all I got for you guys today as far as these shoes. Super solid shoe. I'm glad I was able to get one for Rich. You know, I'm here to provide retail access for everybody that I can. Like I said, at 500 subscribers, we will be opening up a membership so I can extend my services to as many people as possible. So this is a family here. So if you guys learned anything, enjoyed this video, or if you just like seeing, you know, the pictures or hearing about the facts, you know, please leave a like, comment, a sub. Everything is appreciated. I love you guys. We love you guys. Shout out to Jeremiah. Shout out to Eli. Shout out to Rich. And shout out to anybody that is out here enjoying our content. So all the loyal subscribers, I appreciate you guys. All of the new subscribers, I appreciate you guys. And all those future subscribers, I appreciate you guys. I'll catch y'all out on another video. This was Spin Sanity of the Soul Sandy Sneaker Podcast. I'll see y'all later. Peace.